Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. My name is Oha Kate, I'm a composer, and today we're going to be looking at The Only Heart in the World, You're My Miracle by TVXQ live at the O concert from 2007. This should be fun. This was a request by an anonymous patron. If you'd also like a guaranteed request, feel free to check out my Patreon, and you can also become a YouTube member also, or submit a special request if you like. There's a link for everything in the description. But without further ado, let's get into this song and see what's going on here. Oh. Everyone knows the words. Okay, so this is a really cute song. It's very lively, very wholesome. It's upbeat. The melodies are quite lovely. The verses have a little bit more of a minor feeling to them, as in slightly bittersweet or sad, and then when the chorus kicks in, it's a little bit more positive, what we refer to as like major key, major chords. So it's sort of a nice little burst there. This is an interesting setup. I like that in this performance they are able, they're allowed to stand still really to get their vocals out. Their hair is throwing me off a bit because it's actually making me hard to recognize some of the members. I think Junsu is here, and I found it hard to recognize him because his hair was so different. And Max also, because he has like cornrows, and it's a very different look for him, but he looks good, he can pull it off. The backup dancers are a little distracting. I could probably do without them, as I'm not really feeling that their choreo is adding much to the performance. Overall, this is a cute performance, but this style of music is a little cutesy and sweet for my taste. It feels a little bit more like young adult, teeny bopper type music, rather than something more adult focused. But I can totally understand the appeal. Vocal wise, all of them are pretty solid. I quite enjoyed Yeonho's part there. It's nice for him to get a little bit of spotlight because I really do enjoy his voice. Yeah, overall, solid. Wouldn't, be blowing my mind right now or anything, but it's a solid little performance. I respect it. A little bit of a shaky verse there from jae-joong. It looks like sometimes he has moments where he struggles live. I was reading the comments in my last TVXQ video where he has spoken about being very fatigued and overworked in the past, and that might be just a little example of a moment where he was just a little bit tired and out of breath. Yeah, not like him at all to do like a run that messy and stuff. So I do feel for him. I am noticing actually across the board that the vocal performances, there's little hiccups here and there. They're minor, but I am noticing that this show might be another moment where they might be like lacking a little bit of sleep, or you know, their energy might not be 100%. Of course, their spirit is still there, but I do feel for them. I do feel for them. Outfits wise, I'm really into these jackets. I like the dark sleeves and like the darker line on the torso, pretty cool. Like, that's Junsu, right? He looks so different. It's like he's a lot skinnier or something. Like he's lost a lot of weight. From the other videos I've seen of him, assuming that is him, I think it is. He just looks so different for some reason. And maybe he's a bit younger, but I thought, yeah, come to think of it, this might be one of the earlier performances I've seen from them. Very, very solid vocal there from him. Max, I have not been able to fault him yet as a live performer. He always seems to just nail it, really. Now, fair enough, I've only seen like 2 live performances from him, but even if some of the even if some of the others seem to struggle a little bit, he usually is able to keep it pretty clean. And I'm not sure why that is. It could have something to do with their chosen vocal technique, or maybe some of the others have busier schedules than he does. Maybe there's certain pre-show rituals that the others partake in that are more that drain their energy a little more that he doesn't partake in. I'm curious about that because I'm finding a noticeable difference between the level of his performance in this show and the others. Although Junsu was pretty strong there as well. And Junsu. Okay, that was much better. That was all jae-joong, I think. I like that little high note, that yeah. Okay, making me eat my words, I see. That was a very clean finish there from jae Felt like he had something to prove. He was like, I want to get back in this. So it's good that he had that entire verse there at the end to really, show that he's still got it. Of course, he's still got it. He's insanely talented, and I've really been impressed by his vocals, especially in some performances of other songs like W and Long Way. I just thought he had a bit of a shaky verse there earlier, but I really enjoyed that final chorus he gave. Again, song wise, this is really kind of not my thing. It's very wholesome, a little bit sappy and inoffensive, non-threatening style of music that I see the appeal, but I just kind of need more. I like a little bit of drama or something. It's giving just kind of like variety show performance or something. Just not enough for me to really fully get into. But as far as their performances go, overall pretty solid. Some shakiness, but I always love to hear like natural vocals rather than overly processed post studio manipulation or too much auto tune or pitch correction. So in that sense, this was a very decent, authentic performance. I thought they did a solid job of conserving their energy, as demonstrated by jae-joong, recovering there quite well, quite nicely. Yu-chan was solid. Didn't really stand out to me in this performance much, but he delivered his parts well. To be fair, the parts that he was given to sing were not overly exceptional either. I think that, again, my favorite performer in this one probably be Max. Can't really fault him. He looked great. He sounded great. I could be biased because I'm starting to realize he probably is my bias in this group. I just really can't get enough of his voice, his looks. He's a package, a total package. Yeah, I think that about summarizes my thoughts on the song. I'd probably say it's my least favorite TVXQ song. Quite easily. Sorry for those who are a fan of the song, but I do think that they have way better tracks, like way better. I'm curious as to when this song was released. It might be. It sounds like something that is like a B-side on their album or like a later track on one of their albums. I would assume it probably sits like on the tail end of maybe their debut or something like that. Sorry, my phone is shaking there. Okay, let's check out the lyrics and see what's going on here. My love, open my heart. In there is you, big and small, which I'm only showing it to you. Your existence in my dark life is giving me expectation like the stars that light up the sky. Okay, pretty straightforward so far. From the day when I've become a grown-up, the world didn't care. Due to lies and failures, I lost all hope for the future. You came to a person like me, to a fellow like me, and cleared away the spell that was buried deep inside me. Because you're my miracle, as long as you're there, the world turns into a white dream. Do you know that I'm always sorry that I can't show you how much I love you? Pretty straightforward love song. Not very, nothing really much here to analyze. It's very much like the music where it's very easy to digest. It's very on the surface. There's not really a whole lot of poetry or like deep metaphors. Very simple, very easy to understand. Granted, I am reading an English translation, but it doesn't surprise me that the lyrics are written in this style or that this is what the song is even about. One day after arguing with you, when I was tired of my hard life, I was scared because I thought you'd leave. Quote unquote, I won't let you go. I'm living today for you, who gives me the most beautiful smile, for me who only hurts you. Life that I thought would be everlasting disappears with the wind in an instant. Suddenly, we've taken a very dark turn. And even though people leave me who turned into failures and hurt, if only you, if only you, if only you live with me in my world, even life's rough ways rough waves wouldn't be scary. Okay. This is not the greatest translation I'm gathering of this song, but the gist is that, you know, we'll weather the storm together. As long as you're beside me, I can take over anything. Whenever I was feeling sad, you lifted me up, etc. Because you're my miracle. As long as you're there, the world turns into a white dream. Don't you know that I'm always sorry that I can't show you how much I love you? The fact that I met you in the middle of all the other people in the world, it's destiny. If you allow a world where we can always be happy together, for you I'll search again for my dream, which I lost a long time. I need to read that again. The fact that I met you in the middle of all the other people in the world is destiny. Right. If you allow a world where we can always be happy together, for you I'll search again for my dream, which I lost a long time. So they're like, as long as I'm with you, I can be inspired to chase that other dream that I have. And then at the end it says, I'll promise that I'll do it with you forever. Yeah, odd translation, but yeah, I get the main gist of the song. Yeah, not my favorite lyrics either from this group. Sweet, simple, nothing too deep to read into. It's a love song. You inspire me. I want to be with you forever, etc., etc. It's cute. Just nothing too deep to analyze there. Fine to just throw on and sort of turn your brain off, I guess, and get into a nice, lovely groove and a lovely, sweet message for when you need it. Not every song needs to be super deep or anything. Just personally, I felt like this particular track wasn't particularly to my own tastes, nor the lyrics. But that is definitely an exception when it comes to their discography, as I'm usually quite into their sound. And that about wraps up this analysis. I'm sorry this one, I guess, was more on the negative side, but I'm always honest on this channel. If you're a huge fan of the song, feel free to explain to me why. Perhaps there's some angles that I missed here. And if you agree with me, feel free to share your thoughts too. What's fun for me is reading the comments and reading everyone's different opinions, learning more about these songs and what each individual fan thinks of them. So yeah, if you've gotten this far, thank you so much for watching. Again, my name is Ohakade, I'm a composer, and if you'd like some guaranteed reaction requests, please become a patron. If you have any other ideas for TVXQ songs for me to check out, leave a comment. Any thoughts, I'm more than happy to read them. And I think that's about it from me. Thank you so much and take care.